This boss fight never really makes much sense, though. Especially considering Mephiles is the final boss. Oh, come on. That was predictable.
Yes, I know, but come on.
Still, it doesn't make sense. Neither did the Iblis fights, but I mean...
Well, I mean, for the Iblis, I don't understand why both Sonic and Shadow have to fight the Iblis creature. I don't understand. Like, they're doing it just so that, you know, they have bosses in their stories. But it's still dumb.
If anything, they both should have had a different version of Iblis to deal with. Like, it should have been, like, duo Iblis.
Well, I mean, they both fight him technically at the same time. So then why can't I have two people in the boss fight at the same time? And with this boss fight, it's just funny. It's like, I'm Mephiles. I am literally the fucking devil. I just got punched to death by a piece of metal. And you know, another question raises. Mephiles can cause people to time travel at will, and he can time travel at will. Why doesn't he just send Shadow and Omega into, like, a different time? Like, even farther away from them. Because, I mean, we've already seen the Chaos Emeralds apparently exist in only one at a time. Hell, we won't actually even see the Red Emerald. You don't see the Red Emerald until later on. That one just appears.
It appears Mephiles is no longer here. I will assist in pursuing him.
And now there are two Omegas in the same time.
Yeah! If one touches the other, time explodes.
What explodes in antimatter? I'm going to assume it's the one that we are with. Meet up with Rouge in the warehouse district. Now we actually get to spend our rings. You know, something we've not done at all.
Because you've been in the future.
You only really get into areas like this like 3 times in the game for Shadow.
Because you spend time in the future. No.
Not even really in the future.
I know. You're pretty much done with the future.
We lost contract with Rouge. Go to the warehouse district where Rouge is. Wait, what? And second one, which is the Chaos Lance. Something I don't really do that much. Why was
it an upgraded Chaos Spear?
Yeah, it's useful, but I've gotten through most of this. Like, Shadow Story is already halfway over.
Yeah.
Shadow Story is already halfway over. But I don't really see a need for using Chaos Spear that much. It's not really needed. I've gotten through the game just fine without it. Which is the thing. It's like, if you're going to give me these cool things and everything, have it that there's some enemies that I would need to use it, or that it'd be a good alternative for me to use it in the first place. Don't just give it to me and say, oh, you can do this, by the way. Because when it comes to people, if it's the simplest method, they will always use that one.
Hi.
Why did they make Omega
Seems
so
like
robotic?
Eggman's machines are looking for you. What did you do this time?
Nothing. Their target is probably Mephiles.
What is Eggman up to?
I love how they basically just reused SA2's small plot where it's like, Shadow, Sonic, and Mephiles is Shadow.
They don't even go anywhere with it.
I know, they just like at one point it's just like, you look a lot like Shadow.
Despite being clearly not the same color.
And you randomly have extra spikes. Look pretty cool, but still. I am Omega. I have been asleep for...
No. I am Omega. Please insert girder. That's what it is. I am Omega. Please insert girder.
I have been asleep for over 200 years, and this is the lame quips you give me.
Seriously, though, where did Omega end up going to basically ending... I'm just trying to think about it. It's like, okay. So Omega went to a place to where he wouldn't be disturbed.
Which was in the middle of a fucking destroyed city.
No, which is amazing because he ended up in an area of the city that didn't get destroyed. No one messed with him for 200 years. I just like to imagine it like he goes in the middle of the city, just sits down, and everyone's just staring at him going, what are you doing? Just trying to get him to move, and he just won't move. And
a more realistic version of him would have been he woke up with graffiti all over his face and body.
Don't give me ideas in editing. That actually sounds like a lot of fun to do, actually.
That sounds like the very least of what would happen.
I know. Like, literally. And he had a Chaos Emerald inside him. Eggman can detect those.
Eggman didn't bother.
No, Eggman really doesn't, actually. In Sonic's story, he goes, like, oh, I have the Princess of Soleanna. Now I just need the 7 Chaos Emeralds, which you only have 1 of. Like, literally the entire plot, he only gets 1 Chaos Emerald. He only has, like, 1 Chaos Emerald with him the entire time. And he's planning all these different things for when he has all 7. But for the entire time, he only ever gets 1. And at most, he goes after a second one. That's it. He never does anything else with Chaos Emeralds. He's too busy ending up constantly kidnapping Elise, who gets kidnapped 5 times in this plot alone.
She's worse than Princess Peach.
Princess Peach only gets kidnapped once.
Every game.
Yeah, that's totally what I want to do. Right, and now I'll beat this up. And now, I like this mission. It's fun. I get to beat the shit out of this train. I like this mission just for the simple fact that I get to beat up the train.
Wow.
That's the only reason I like this. Why is he putting so much emotion in that? Let's get moving!
Somebody's got to emit emotion in this game.
But it comes off as stale. And these are the enemies. Screw these things. Those are the ones that will blow you the rings out of you and cause you to end up pretty much losing all your rings because they blow away the rings. Oh, crap.
Of course, you could just die.
Yeah, that too. Because I wanted to hear that again. I died because I wanted to hear "Let's get moving."
Let's get moving, people.
No. It's just, let's get moving.
Yeah.
I don't know what was with the voice direction in this game at all. Right, there we go. And going up even more. Look at all the useless Silver Soleanna medals I could be going after. And gonna be ignoring you. I'm supposed to use Lightspeed Dash there. Yeah, I kind of don't need to. Seriously, with some of the designs in this game, they make some of the power-ups completely useless when you do to it. How often? I've literally only used, like, Lightspeed Dash, like, twice. Right, and do that.
I love how this is supposed to be a reboot, but those things look awfully a lot like Big Dog.
Yeah, I know. A lot of the robots in this game, a lot of people commented, like, oh, those look like, you know, Gun's robots. Eggman, what are you doing? Right, and... that's 1. 2. That's 3. I'd use Chaos Blast if I... Chaos Boost if I could, but I don't have a full meter.
Because you haven't killed enough people.
Because for some odd reason, Shadow always has to build his up. I mean, like, I understand in the case of Chaos Boost why you would try to limit the use of that, but at least, like, have him start off with, like, half of the meter. Because otherwise you have to spend time grinding on enemies. And now comes another vehicle section that can go burn in hell.
But Eric, vehicles are awesome.
This vehicle controlled better in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Is it the motorcycle?
Yes, it's the
Yeah.
motorcycle. It's controlled better in Shadow the Hedgehog.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah, I know, that is actually extremely sad considering on how it was. Like, this thing is awkward to steer.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, you had to wait for that to jump.
I think I can't make it. Unless there's another motorcycle down that way. Or, you know, Shadow could just run because he's in his air shoes and technically should be going just as fast as Sonic.
Yeah. Just slightly slow.
Okay, why... I paused. I stopped. Why did I...
Press the X button twice quickly to do a boost, then use the R1 button. I've got to watch how many bullets I have remaining. You think that those attacks are gonna keep me away?
There he is. Boost. Now blow up his train! I'm out of bullets! Now I'm suddenly full of bullets.
There's reload.
Yeah. A sudden reload.
You didn't even show Shadow or anything on the motorcycle making an attempt to reload.
Did I end up just barely hitting it once? Why is it not dying? I ended up shooting him, clearly. Did he have a small hitbox?
I don't know.
Now I gotta do this again.
Doctor's train ahead. It looks like that bike's
Alright, motorcycle. Oh boy.
This doing
I can jump over the area without any
way to go.
This is so awkward to control, you have no idea. Fuck it. Fuck the motorcycle. I do what I want. Okay, now give me control. You literally pause right there. You can't move at all.
I think it's because you don't have a motorcycle. It's punishing you.
It's punishing me for a motorcycle, something stupid like that. Why is Shadow not just able to run up to the train?
bullets I have remaining.
Okay, I'm double tapping and it's not doing anything.
You think that those
There we go.
are gonna keep me away?
Had to wait for his dialogue, man.
Fuck the dialogue. Okay, I suddenly destroyed all of them. Okay, I shot him one time and he died. What? Okay, what was that?
Maybe you had to shoot the wheel and you didn't shoot the wheel
I
last
was
time?
clearly shooting the back of the train.
But you didn't shoot the wheel.
Why would shooting the wheel have any... fuck this game.
Derail it, man. Whee!
No, okay. The thing that I have the exception with that is that it literally took one bullet. It was one tiny bullet that stopped the front of the train.
Eggman makes some pretty shoddy trains.
He makes shoddy enemies. They fly away from me in pieces. And now comes the first ever thing I ever saw from El Pantro. When he first edited this scene to have Eggman in a sombrero.
Wouldn't the door have been easier?
Yeah, it actually would have.
So, what do you
And
want
he's
now?
Shadow's fast enough to catch up to this train.
Wait, I love that. This is supposed to be a reboot, but he's like, what do you want now?
If you want to know, you should
Shadow
find
was
in
constantly
yourself.
going to Eggman for answers in previous games, but he's not supposed to
No,
acknowledge
I think
previous
what
games.
he's saying now is more because of the fact in this game it's like, what do you want? What do you want now? Because he had stolen the Scepter of Darkness earlier.
Yeah, but that was a mission. That wasn't Shadow doing his own renegade thing.
Well, no, I don't think Eggman's referencing that. I think what he's saying is, what do you want now? Just like sarcastically, because you know he kind of just broke through the ceiling of his train.
Yeah.
And you know, instead of arresting him like an agent of gun probably would.
He lets him go.
Yeah.
Which is still more relevant of the previous games than this one.
No, he worked for Gun. Arrest him.
I know, but I mean, like, in the previous games, he would have let him go on the
That's
basis
like letting
that...
a terrorist go.
He would have let him go on the basis that if he fucks up, he'd stop him anyway. And plus, he has some... Eggman has some importance to him.
You again. This time, there will be no more interruptions. The Abless Trigger must die.
And because Sonic ends up dealing with Silver, we don't pay attention to Elise in the background, who was just instantly saved, and now has been kidnapped again. That was kidnapping number... Technically, within continuity, that was kidnapping number 4. With all the stories.
Damn.
She gets kidnapped 5 times in this game.
Father?
4 times in Sonic's story, she gets kidnapped. 1 time in Silver, she gets kidnapped at his show.
I love this. This is like... That theory.
Well, that's
If he
because
missed
of that's
father.
that's just because of the whole thing with Black Knight. But I'll get more into that.
It makes sense, though.
I know. I'll get more into that when I do Black Knight. But
It's
I don't
awesome
get to do
theory.
I don't get to do Black Knight for a while. But no, we get to fight Silver the Hedgehog. Remember how annoying it is if Silver catches you when you're Sonic and can instantly grab you even when you're in your invincibility frame? Guess what? He can do it here too.
Yeah, Silver's the most obnoxious character in this game.
Silver's the most obnoxious boss in this game.
Because they never fixed him. They never did him properly.
I'd like to tell you, Michael, this game actually came out a few months after the initial release of Sonic 06.
How about this?
You know what's the worst part about this fight, though?
What?
Is that they don't do it like they did it in the original. I really loved what they did in the original SA2. Where they, didn't give him a proper health bar.
No, the
Or
one.
they fought with rings, and I love that because like if you were good enough,
Fuck! He caught me in
again you're dead.
Yeah, I'm dead. I thought I had grabbed a ring. That's bullshit. Because he literally hit me inside of my invincibility frame. Because that's a thing.
Yeah.
Nope, go away.
What I loved about that though, what I loved about the SA2 thing was that if you're good enough, you could just instantly kill your opponent,
Or you could just glitch it.
or you could glitch it. And this one is like they gave him a random health bar.
SA2. No, the only game that really does boss fights, like rival boss fights, fine, I think, is Generations.
Oh, that's because they took classic boss fights, except for like Silver. They had to make his up.
Which I prefer. I like Silver's. And the thing with Stardust Speedway one, I liked that one. That was fun.
What, Shadow?
No, I said Stardust Speedway. It's Metal Sonic.
Oh,
Sonic
but
CD.
that's basically the Sonic CD fight.
Not really, no, because you can't hit Metal Sonic during that fight.
Oh yeah, but
You have to run away from it.
it's almost the same concept. The only difference was that you don't touch him. You basically outrace him.
Which I like. Okay, I killed him. I didn't know if he was still alive or not. As I had Silver in an area to where it looked like the trains are just slowly running over his legs.
Just because you are my son does not mean you can overpower me.
Damn it! 40 points!
Hell yeah.
No, that is literally 40 points. If I had gotten 4 more rings, I would have gotten that. It doesn't matter. I have enough rings to get Shadow's last upgrade. We're almost done with Shadow's story, too. This is going faster than Silver's! What? Silver's took 3 hours to do. We're almost done with Shadow's. Because what do we have left? We have Aquatic Base. We have Aquatic Base. Dusty. We have Aquatic Base, Wave Ocean, Dusty. Jesus Christ, we're almost done. I love this scene. Just
Chaos control.
Seriously, back when Chaos Control used to be an awesome thing.
no.
That's what-
Here's what I'm saying. He's just saying Chaos Control. He's not really doing it. That's just how fast Silver goes. That's just how fast he goes.
You're killing me.
That's how fast he goes. He's slow in this game. That's how fast he goes.
But that's like the first time where they've ever shown like what Chaos Control looks like for the user.
And that's
Does he
actually how
use-
Chaos Control is supposed to be. Just basically seeming like teleportation, but it's really just slowing down things. Not time
Yeah.
travel!
Not when I'm so close.
Not time travel! And what is he doing with this? He's like... Is he just gonna like bash him in the head or something? That's what it looks like he's trying to do.
Nah, they're sharing a bonding moment. Chaos Control bonding.
Anyone can do Chaos Control.
I won't let anyone get in
Not
my way.
anyone.
Yes, anyone.
Only the hedgehogs.
Save the world.
Including the robots.
Including the robot hedgehogs.
Hell, the robot hedgehogs can go super.
Create a better future.
Yes.
He's trying to eliminate the past.
What?
But you have to be a hedgehog to use Chaos Control.
To discover what happened.
Well, you have to be resembling a hedgehog.
Must see what took
Or have
place.
hedgehog in your name to use Chaos Control.
Yes.
Follow me.
And I think the mic's picking up all this rattling you're doing.
It's alright. Except for like Chaos, which technically can do it.
But that kind of makes sense.
Because it literally is Chaos energy.
And he is literally a mutated chap.
Oh, and Shadow's laser could do it. Shadow's predecessor could do it. The lizard that looked like
Bio
a
Lizard,
half-baked
yeah.
Chaos. Half
Behold, the only time in the game you will see Silver in a non-super state in a CG model. Because after that, even for his final scene in the game, for Silver's story, it just uses in-game models.
Yeah,
It doesn't use. They don't use the CG models.
yeah, these CG models look so great, and they never like.
No, the CG models, they use it. Silver's is not used the most, even in his ending cutscene. The backgrounds and everything are all CG. As the Duke wonders, why the fuck is my daughter here? As the experiment explodes. Bullshit, Silver doesn't move that fast. Or maybe Shadow's just going slow purposely just so he doesn't lose him.
Hey,
I love how his first thing. It's like, I'm not gonna check his vitals or anything. I'm not gonna check his pulse. Hey. just shake the body. Hey.
Hey.
Is the original Mephiles.
That's Mephiles?
The
They're
ghoul.
escaping!
We'll have to split up. I'll pursue Mephiles.
Okay, then leave Iblis to me.
This is so hilarious when they end up doing this. I landed on this! Maybe that's what's killed him. I landed on this!
Hurry!
It's very pointy.
The purple's my blood. This experiment does crazy shit to you.